Everybody wants to be a business owner. Everyone wants to be a business owner. Nothing wrong with that. I love entrepreneurs. I love seeing people be creative, and create something from nothing. I love that. But there's some real rules that you have to follow when you're starting a business. And the number one thing you have to ask yourself is, do I have the other skills that it takes? Right? Because let's just say someone is a great cook. They're a chef. They can make dinners out of this world, make the best fish. You bring them some groceries, they will create a master meal, right? But that doesn't make you a great candidate to open a business. You might be better fitted to work for a company and get paid well for your skills. But everyone can't run a business. That's why many businesses fail. As great of an ideal you may have, or a product, or a service, you still have to run a business. There's debits and credits, there's taxes, there's insurance, there's customer service, there's marketing, there's branding. There's all these different elements that you have to put into it to make a business. It's not just about going out there making pancakes and eggs and say you have a business. You have to be able to be honest with yourself. A lot of times people's pride get in the way and they say, oh, I want to be my own boss. That's fine. More power to you. But you have to understand what comes with that. There's a lot of hard work, long hours. You have to get staff in certain cases. And again, marketing, social media, branding, all these elements to make you have a true business. You have to have accounting software or an accountant. Not saying you can't do it, and if you feel like you can take it on, by all means do it. I love entrepreneurs. I'm an entrepreneur myself. I have about 5 different businesses. Well, 6 if you include the one I just started. But more importantly, I understand that it's just not creating things. That's just one element of it. That's not a business. You ever watch the show Shark Tank? What do they always say when someone comes up and they'll have a great product? For instance, the Scrub Daddy, right? They had the Scrub Daddy on there. And Lori told the guy, well, one product is not a business. Now you can make a lot of money selling it, but one product is not a business. It's a product. Now you can sell a lot of it and make a lot of money, sure. And it would be more of a short-term type investment. But for me to invest in it, we have to be able to turn this into a business by creating what? Creating other products around that main product and expand. And then that leads you into other areas. So, but with that, you have to see the guy that created Scrub Daddy. That's why he was on Shark Tank. These guys, most people that get on there, not all of them, but a lot of them that get on there with just a product, they're not business people by nature. So they get on there and they want to partner with the sharks because they know the sharks have all the infrastructure in place and they can mobilize certain things to expand and make their business, make their product into a business. So you have to keep all that in mind. You may be the greatest barber out there, but going out, opening up your own barbershop, there's a lot to it. Can you do it? Sure, people do it every day, but you have to have that mindset. It's the mindset. You have the service part down. You know what it is someone wants when they come in. You ask, hey, I want this fade. I want a mohawk. I want it bald. I want my beard done. Whatever. But once the money starts rolling in, what do you write off? What do you have to do to make a profit? How often do I have to do my taxes? All of these things you have to remember. So ask yourself, entrepreneurs, am I better off working for a company with my services and learning, or should I go out and just start my own company and learn on the job? You can do it that way. A lot of people do it that way. I've done it that way. You don't just roll out of bed one day and you know everything about business. It's not how it works. But you do have to be able to have a cushion. You do have to have the ability to recover. You have to be able to take a loss. And in some cases, a big loss. Weather the storm, get back on the horse, and ride. In a lot of cases, entrepreneurs are not able to do that. So they shut down and go out of business. So if you're able to do that and understand, possibly for probably the first year or two, you're going to be operating from a loss. It's okay. If you can weather that storm, that's fine. But this is where the business acumen comes in, right? You have to understand the other principles to go along with it. So my advice is, if you're willing to go in there and understand business principles, go for it. Or if you're an entrepreneur and you feel like, hey, I have this skill, I have this creative ability, I'm going to go work for someone for a little bit and understand business more, and then I'm going to come out and I'm going to start my own business. You have options. That's what's important.